So, I'm not sure if you heard that, but I'm having a massive thunderstorm apparently, as I just, no, my house just shook a little bit. So, hopefully, hopefully I'm able to stick through on this one. We'll find out, as we go. But that's going to be probably something we'll be listening to throughout the game.
I'm surprised that your power has just not gone out with American like
It did go out
infrastructure.
apparently a few days ago when I was not here,
How long?
like 3 hours.
Uh, I've got I'm not sure if I showed you, but I've got like LTE backup and power
Ricky's
supply for
turn
my
to
computer and
battle.
monitors, and then in my other room my routers and whatnot,
Yeah, I should
just in
probably do that.
case. It's expensive.
Yeah, I know. That's why I never did it. That is an investment.
Yeah. Uh,
You go and grab
but
the Linda here.
mhm.
10 seconds
I am a
remaining.
fan. It's easy for the Sand King to get on top of you,
Five
but I'm
seconds
not sure the Sand
remain.
King by itself is going to be able to pump out enough damage. So this is probably going to be played in the mid lane. I
Yeah.
don't imagine they'll play it as position 4.
Good matchup into the Lesh, right? Does pretty well in the mid lane. You can farm pretty well. Generally just does a ton of
Dire's
damage,
turn
but
to battle.
you're right. She is susceptible to kind of the same thing that Gyro is. You don't really want these heroes just to like jump on top of you.
Radiant's turn
So you
to
do need to
battle.
pick them. I mean, you have Pango offlane here most likely too for Sacred, so you don't really have a super like big tank or dangler here. Maybe, which what TeamTeam is guessing here, is that this is going to be A's position 5 gyro, which he has done actually multiple
10
times in the past.
seconds.
Mhm. There's not a ton of options here. Medusa
Five
is mostly
seconds remain.
unchanged. We were playing a bunch of games last night, and people just falling back on Medusa that they already know how to play. So I guess it's the logic there on Team Team. But yeah, taking out a
Dominates
tanky
that
hero,
lane.
or not quite was what I was expecting. Huh. You think they plan on picking up Ancient Apparition last year on Team Team? That hero was nerfed pretty hard.
I can't
He ended up
imagine they would. I mean, was he really even nerfed that
10
hard?
seconds
we
remain.
increased Ice Blast cooldown by 20 seconds at level 1.
Yeah. I
Five
mean, it still serves
seconds.
its purpose. You just don't kill people as often. It's like that was the thing is I knew that they were going to nerf the cooldown. That was the only thing that needed to happen, but like he's still a good hero, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know if you can afford to go Ancient Apparition last year. I think you do definitely need a Sammy hero.
Fair enough. I mean, it looks like that's what Infamous think as well.
Radiant's turn to pick.
What is
Okay.
the last Sammy hero here? Is it Clinks?
You could go for the Clinks. You actually have a lot of frontline heroes. Lesh, Sand King all want to be in front of you. Um, you don't really have a lot of comboing into the Grimstroke, though, and you
10
could. It actually wouldn't be
seconds.
that bad.
Do you take Spectre here, get yourself on top of this Lena?
Seconds remain to pick.
I
Sven
take
stands
Sven.
ready.
Okay. This actually worked really well. The double Storm Hammer plus the upgrades to Cleave at later levels is pretty good.
They did end up, improving the cleave at a later level. It goes from 90% to
10
100%, I
seconds
believe.
remain.
And I have my patch notes open beside me. And
Five
okay, yeah, the other
seconds.
change was just a small buff to Stormhammer. The cast point improved from 0.3 seconds to 0.2 seconds, so it comes out a little bit faster than before. Other than that, the hero's the same. A lot of people are going to be used to playing it exactly how it was. At level 1, the Great Cleave is slightly weaker, but it's not going to be at level 1. The change to it is pretty insignificant at the first level. So you've got your AoE damage. I feel like it fights pretty well into the gyrocopter, especially given that the nerfs to the gyrocopter agility. You're going to be able to cleave far enough to hit the
Select your
Lena a
hero.
lot of the time, and they
Make
pick
the
Morphling
ultimate
last. So
choice.
you were right. Ended up being a gotcha there with the gyrocopter. Not going to be run on position 1. Lumia is going to be playing that Morphling there. Alone, Lena in the mid lane. I feel like Lena wins this matchup against a Leshrac, but
Yeah.
you do get blown up pretty easily as this game goes on. I think Sand King is going to be targeting alone. Roy is going to be following up, probably building a BKB pretty early this game. I feel like that was one of the issues last game is he wasn't tanky enough. He got exploded on the Queen of Pain. Could have very much used a Yules or a BKB. It'll probably be his build this game. So when you're down one game in this best of 3 series and it's an elimination match, you lose your ability to mess around. They're going all out now on Team Team. I believe in them, but I believe in Infamous a little bit more because I think they're more likely to win given recent
5
performances.
seconds
And I am a
remaining.
bandwagoner.
Yeah. All right, man. No worries then. Let's see how it goes. I honestly think I actually like Team's draft a little bit more this time, but I'm so worried about actually killing the Morphling, so we'll see how it goes. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, this is an elimination series here between Infamous and Team. Infamous currently up 1 game here. So a lot on the line for Team. And I think, with this game, they've picked a much better draft. No more clowning around here from these guys. They're ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna pull off when they go all out just this once. Infamous has had a pretty sick performance this game. I'm excited to see Alone pop off. Lumiere's had an amazing tournament overall. Yeah, it's hard to say who's gonna come out on top here. I do think the Sand King, once he's level 10, once he's level 15, is just going to do way more damage than people are used to seeing out of him. The Shard, I'm curious if people pick up. It's still got the same ability that it used to have, where if you walk, was it like 400, 500 range, you get a epicenter pulse, but now
Yeah.
it also gives you an extra 20 damage per pulse, so end up doing like 100, 200 extra damage at higher levels. The hero overall just feels a lot better. And given that it's Gabe's favorite hero, it's no surprise that he keeps getting buffed.
I honestly
Wants to be
think
able
the
to play it
Shard
on
is
his Steam
pickable
Deck.
now. I'm surprised it's not
Burns, doesn't it?
not getting picked up, because like you just get 20 epicenter damage there. You get the 20 sandstorm DPS at 10. Like it just feels good. I'm curious if people end up grabbing this or not.
All right. Here we go. There's 5-man smoking invading the enemy territory. They might just run into Excelia on this gyrocopter. There it is.
It is just the position 5 gyro, but you are very happy to try and... Okay, I was like, they have to get this kill. Brax holding the burrow strike, trying to give it on over to Aurelia, but will take it himself.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to level it if he could have avoided it. Either put a point to Caustic Finale or Sandstorm.
30 seconds and
But
counting.
was forced to do that in the end. Sammy... Oh! Alone placed the ward immediately after Sammy backs up.
Very nice.
I'm not sure if they saw it. Because they did have vision down, but I'm not sure they caught the lean on that one. It was close. But I don't think either of these will get dewarded at the start.
The
Yeah, probably not. I think you're right.
begins.
Man, that ward in the top lane that's like just an outside tower range, that one is always really fun. Actually, no, go ahead and play the Sven off lane into the morph here. And I think Infamous is going to scout this out as they have this ward bottom, seeing Brax and not wanting to swap lanes. So they're just going to deal with this. You got to be careful, though, because Mike hasn't shown quite yet, and neither has Flea. Lumiere just TPs right away. So they're going to be able to get the TP advantage here on the side of Team if they decide to leave.
Yeah. All right. For now, let's try lane. It forces these two heroes back out of the lane, but I don't think you care too much if you're just getting shut down here on the Pangolier, right?
Nope. They're
In
just
fact,
going to TP right away, though.
Yeah.
Now
And, they take the
Stormhammer onto the morph. I mean, level 1 morph is pretty bad, so this is a lot of damage he is going to take here.
They improved
As well
it,
as
though.
Michael. Poison attacks coming in from IX Mike. He's just dead, potentially. A couple more auto attacks from, yeah, the Viper. That's going to be another kill, and potentially the Stormhammer onto the Morphling. He just TP'd bottom neph.
He's got to walk, and he's so slow. He's got 280 movement speed. This
That is
Morphling
the
game has suddenly
worst
become
hero.
so hard. Okay. Team going all out just this once, and maybe a couple mistakes there out of Infamous.
Yeah, level 1
Terry-
morph is really weak, so...
He's sitting in the... He's waiting for his TP in the base. This is... Excuse me. This is a little bit faster.
Yeah, it is. But now you just
And
don't
the
have
wave-
TP again. He spent 200 gold on TP, so or I guess he got a free one for dying. But
Yeah. Yeah. Now he doesn't have one though. They can rotate people onto him. He'd be forced to spend 100 gold if they force him out of the lane again. The wave was pushed to his tower though by the time he got back up, so maybe we exaggerated how bad it was for a little bit. Morphling isn't going to be in awful shape, but still not the best start for him. We can say that for sure. You saw the changes to Viper as well. The mana cost decreased even more on his poison attacks.
wait, decreased?
Yep.
Oh, how nice.
There was like, that stung, that how nice. There was such resentment in it. This man does not like Viper.
Excel, you're on the gyro. He's just dead. Doesn't have man. Oh, he has mana to TP now. Mike actually doesn't keep the stack on him. Did not want to pop the mango, and as a result, gyro's gonna make it out underneath the tower.
Yep. I think he should have done that. Even popping the stick would have given him 2 more, I think.
He just
30
needed to
mana.
hit 1. All he needed to do was hit 1 before the missile hit.
Yeah. It is just level 1 poison attack, though. I suppose it's not worth going through all of your HP and mana. He's fine. This is IX Mike we're talking about. He's run the numbers. The man is a genius.
He did get the salve, but gonna lose about a third of that duration.
Yeah. Top lane, Brax up here, 2 points in the sandstorm, being an absolute nuisance. I imagine preparing for his level 10. Very excited to see what he brings to the table this game. I think he's going for a Vanguard right away. He's got the Ring of Health.
Yeah, either Vanguard or Hood of Defiance tends to be the just the perfect item for most offlaners nowadays. Like just having one at least. I think Sand King specifically loves Hood of Defiance if he can get it, but
Slightly off the mark there on Roy. It doesn't get the stun off because that alone ends up grabbing that water rune.
Radiant's middle tower is
And
under attack.
unfortunately, Michael's here to grab the other one as well. I think has already grabbed. No, he already grabbed the bounty rune here at 3 minutes on Roya. So not gonna have the same amount of HP and mana to work with here.
Mike keeps zoning them out bottom lane. I mean, he's gonna get salved up by Gyrocopter. Ooh, really taking a lot of damage mid now. But he doesn't have. He hasn't been harassing him as a level 3 Viper, which he is now.
God. He's just forced back to base for now. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's exactly like you said. But yeah, Mike doing a great job of zoning people, and I think A is just dead.
Yeah, he did not know it was coming. They really need to fix that sound and visual
Where do these old even come from?
piece for Inkswell. It's definitely just broken and kind of weird. Oh, Stormhammer comes out. Lumiere able to jump on over. Silence, they get the shackle and the kill. Morphling, he's fully morphed. Oh, he's not. He's got plenty of room left still.
He's got some room. He's all out of mana now, though. So even if he ends up giving him the salve, he'll have to fully or morph the rest back into agility, then back into strength and whatnot. So he's just going to walk back to base instead, which kind of sucks as this Gyrocopter bought an extra salve for his Morphling as he came down here. So Morph going to lose a bunch of time on the map. They did end up losing IX Mike again, but not the end of the world, given how much time Morphling's missing off this map. So Lumiere not having the best game, sitting at 14-3. He's actually pretty low on the net worth chart. He's sitting at 1.8k. Brax is at the top. He's having the time of his life up here.
Yeah, this is nice. Like it always feels pretty good playing the Sand King when you're just like against another melee hero. You just get to chill, play in the sand.
There is little hope for Dire's
Burns,
middle
doesn't
tower.
it?
That's all Brax wants to do at the end of the day. But still, he's doing Alone is doing a very good job in the mid lane. So Infamous still in a decent place.
They're looking to
600
go on the
net worth.
Viper here. Mike falling pretty low. Shackle power shot comes through. He's able to pop the stick, lives, and Excel goes down. Now Michael on the run as well. Stroke of Fate plus a silence if he wants to use it. No, not gonna bother. Phantom's
They were
Embrace
afraid
feels
that there was
pretty
a
bad
real
early.
Lena.
Yeah. Joke's on them.
That Lena illusion did do the trick though. That was a high IQ play there out of Alone.
So this whole mess is all your fault?
I tried to commit onto the Morphling, but he ends up cleaning up that bug pretty quickly. I imagine it's only a matter of time before Sam moves in the jungle. He's going for a much earlier build, though, this Echo Saber here on the Sven. You can turn this into a Silver Edge as well, and it feels pretty good. Silver Edge BKB. Sven is one of the heroes that I was talking about last night when I was trying to theory craft what would be good, the new thing, because you end up building Chrysalis out of it, and Shadowblade by itself isn't too bad on the Sven.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. Things slowed down a little bit. IX Mike, what's he working on? He's got his Vanguard done. I think, yeah, just eventually he's going to get his blanket. I think he's just going to sit up here in the top lane until that's completed. Roya hasn't gotten a chance to do too much in the mid lane either, but he's been kind of zoned out and getting bodied by this Lina.
Yeah, not an easy lane at all, but he's still finding some farm for the most part. Like, he's not completely shut down, like you said. Does have XP, like level 7 on his way to level 8. Yeah, the good old pig pole from Lina there. Oh, nice setup here, Lesh. Pops a stick, trying to make his way up onto the high ground. Miss, not today. He held the bottle for so long. He definitely could have bottled through that and lived.
It would have been close. I think he would have just died anyways. Lina has more movement speed, and she's got these stacks of Fiery Soul. He would have just gotten run down. I think he was trying to survive that one without popping the bottle if he could, and then coming back with the DD afterwards. So it was a little bit greedy, but I don't think it would have mattered a whole lot. Unfortunate for Brax.
Sammy actually TP'd mid here to try and fight them, and ends up not finding anything. Just gonna go to the wave instead.
The pig out sounds kind of ownage for Leshrac. You just get the extra 10% movement if with your Pulse Nova and your Diabolic Edict activated.
Yeah.
I hope Ray can find the pig stick. That sounds sick.
Yeah, they have
Bottom lane.
very few jungle items on both teams right now. Sven's clearing up a stack right now, though, so it's about to change a little bit here for Sammy. I thought I saw Sammy had a Mask of Death, but I guess that was Morphling. Yeah, it definitely was Morphling.
He's dropping pretty low. But he does manage to clean this one up.
Yeah, that's big. All right, and managed to find Pango. Okay. Ryoya is just stealing the enemy stacks. Well, Lina got a good amount of them. Brax has the epicenter, wants to go in. It's the burrow strike off. Dust comes through. Brax needs to leave. Well, actually, Excel needs to leave. He almost just died to the sandstorm. He does have the Vanguard, like he talked about.
Hard to bring this guy down. He's got 16 wand charge as well. He just wanted to hold his ground. If he tried to commit on top of him, he could just craft his epicenter, hit him with another burrow strike. But his Blink Dagger is the real time he's looking for. I'm excited to see how much it does in the team fights with this level 15 talent. Very nice.
What a sick combo in the top lane here. Inkswell stunning them up. Lina actually getting clipped on the side as well, but Flea 3 points in the Phantom's Embrace. Really difficult for the heroes to bring it down now.
Yeah. You rarely do you see this one maxed out at level 5. It's usually Inkswell or Stroke of Fate to spam out waves to get the stuns off on the heroes, but ended up being worth it here for sure.
Around here from the Lina. Gonna get caught by the Burrow Strike, and now with Brax chasing the pig. Oh, the Tumbler's toy. It made a difference.
He got tumbled so hard right there. That one, do you see the start of that? He
Not
Laguna
exactly.
played the siege creep.
Oh, is that what that was? I was like, man, that Grimstroke quite tanky.
Tanky boy.
Yeah, sometimes you Laguna Blade a siege creep. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh my god. Brax with the Tumbler toy plays though.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Mid lane. Sacred. Try to get on top of Sammy boy here. You're wasting a lot of time, and I think at this point you gotta call it. Oh no,
Yeah.
Lina's here.
I mean, Lina unable to get quite close enough, and Ryoya can just chase him, I think. Nah, doesn't want to risk going up onto the high ground, not anymore.
Yep.
Possessed Mask for the Morphling, that feels great.
Yep. I mean, it doesn't give you 7% lifesteal anymore, but it gives you 7 HP per attack. So it's not as good as it was before on the Morphling, I don't think, who ends up having a lot over that 100 damage. And still, the attribute bonus, the fact that you don't need... Well, he's already got a massive death, but the attribute bonus does help him farm a little bit faster. Brax has got his eyes on him. He did end up getting the strength morph off before he went down, but I'm not sure they'll be able to finish him off.
No, with Lena down here, I don't think they have any way of doing that. Also, I'd like to point out, Pigpole with Lena having Boots of Travel is pretty wild.
They didn't get the shackle off onto Brax there, even though he's surrounded by trees.
He took the one path. Boing, dude. Actually smoked in the mid lane. Blink Dagger just got delivered here on Sand King. He's got the epicenter. He's got everything. They're going to be able to find the Lena. The Inkswell stuns come through. They take her down, and now Viper Strike coming out here in the mid. I don't know who he threw it on, but there's going to be the Soulbind. You ran right into your ally. The double Burrow Strike into a Split Earth. Oh, that's so much damage.
Doing a lot better this game on TeamTeam. Come online faster, and Arroya. He's almost got, he's got his Yule Scepter completed. It's going to be so much harder for him to find these kills off and when he's got this to save himself and find setups. Last time, I definitely think he went for this Mimi build. He was kind of messing around and experimenting. This time, you know, I'm joking about them going all out, but at the same time, I'm not joking about them going all out. They do not want to be eliminated from this tournament, so... Focusing up now. Sacred. He's going to get found out here?
I haven't seen him quite yet. Oh, they saw a tree just get cut. I think they noticed.
I'm not sure they noticed.
He's gonna try and grab the Sven, but didn't hit him with the shield crash for the slow. So Sven got a lot of distance between him and that tower. Call down's not gonna do a whole lot of anything. I mean, you're level 8 on the gyro, but it's not. I'm not seeing a lot coming out from this support gyro here.
No. I mean, maybe it ends up picking up because of that Aghanim Shard on it. The constant fire of the rocket barrage and 700 AoE as it's launching out. It does sound kind of neat, but that's 20 minutes into the game. Right now, you feel a little bit underwhelming. You're 1-3-1. But they've got great tools for initiation on TeamTeam. I mean, Flea's been absolutely on point with a lot of his initiations alongside Brax. Offlane has done an amazing job here. Brax on the other side of the map. He's got his Blink Dagger done. I expect he was active for a little bit, but he's kind of slowed down since then. He's going to move back up with his team. He's got no item queues queued up, so I'm curious what he builds here. I imagine that he wants to... In this game, a Lotus Orb does feel pretty good.
He might go kind of greedy and back for like a Boots of Travel. But yeah, he is. That's exactly what he's gonna do. It's like Boots of Travel isn't really bad because he's definitely the tower defender for his team.
Yeah.
They are on their way mid lane right now. That smoke did get reapplied. Excel walks right into Flea. Flea, you gotta be careful here, sir. Epicenter comes through. They will finish off the gyro. Sacred debated going in for a moment. Needs to think twice. Then comes the Soulbind holding the two of them down. Viper Strike onto the Lena, but there's nothing here to get onto these two soulbound units. And with Lesh rotating in, maybe you can de-push this now. You don't have the Sven though. God Strength on cooldown for another 35 seconds.
No, I think they'll just lose this tier 1 tower. Brax ended up giving up the mega kill spree right there as well.
It's a lot of gold going the way of the Tango.
Yeah, a little bit too far forward there. Another thing that allows you to go with the Boots of Travel here is the fact that this Tumbler's Twins are giving you 200 mana. Whew. And so...
Oh, mid lane. Lena's out of mana. She's just dead alone, just a little bit too far forward. Pops that pig pole. Doesn't actually make it out though, and Brax now looking for on the backside, gonna run into the Wind Ranger. Silence is there. She can't really break this that easily. It's gonna cost her life, and now on the backside, Sammy pops the God Strength, tries to jump onto Lumiere, but there's no way he gets this kill alone. So, just gonna farm up mid, my guess, and then back up to top side of the map is, I don't think Sven really wants to be anywhere else, does he? Unless there's Ancient Stacks, which there's not.
No. So they're all gonna back up. I imagine they're gonna plant some vision here on the triangle, hold this for a moment, and invade the enemy team's jungle. They're not really able to push the tower yet. Oh no. This is just unfortunate.
That ward. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
What can you do?
I mean, it is nighttime, so they might not actually find that ward until someone like walks up from that side of the high ground, or of the triangle. Mid lane, another kill going the way here of TeamTeam as they just pick up Michael on that Windrunner. Bottom lane though, they're looking for Ryoya. He does have a Yules to dodge out the missile. He's gonna let it connect as the Rolling Thunder is gonna come through. He has to be able to dodge that out, and now Ryoya trying to just run away. Not gonna happen. I mean, that is a really aggressive place for him to be.
Yeah. Too far from the rest of his team, right beside that tower there, so no doubt he ends up going down. Rest of the team moving through the jungle now. I mean, might be able to find a kill on Lina, but Alone knows that they're all off the map, playing as safe as possible here. I think he'll show himself. Oh my god, Brax is too good.
They go in. Once again, the same combo. It's actually so sick with the Inkswell follow-up on the Sand King because the timing is actually a lot better. The stuns like don't overlap really.
Yeah. Before you need to use it like right away if you didn't want to overlap. It was 3 seconds before, now it's 4 seconds. There's more time for them to like react and pop the BKB now. Which makes it kind of annoying, but you obviously can time your jump in so it chain stuns them.
Exactly. Well, DD God Strength. That means Roshan here for Sammy as he gets the Sanj and Yasha. And he's got the Brigand's Blade, which, if I'm not mistaken, works on Roshan.
It should. No reason why it doesn't. Sammy Boy assisting, or IX Mike assisting here as well. Poison Tech, again, the second on that one. Very nice. Immortality for Sammy Boy. I still think that he needs his BKB. I'm curious if he disassembles this Echo Saber, and that's going to be like the build from now on that Silver Edge is buffed. Just Silver Edge BKB, disassemble the Echo Saber on a lot of strength heroes, a lot of cores in general.
Oh, mid lane, they find Viper, and Mike goes down. I don't think he expected him to all be that close after the Roshan, but they were indeed. All right, I need to look at this. Why is...
They just give him up and they don't care that much about that one either.
Wait, what are you saying? Echo Saber builds into Silver Edge.
You disassemble it.
Oh, hold on.
Bottom lane.
Lane, a real deep fight here behind the tower, and they're able to get that ultimate, holding that Pangolier in place. Gyrocopter able to avoid the cleave for the time being, but Mike, they need to catch this Lina. The Burrow Strike is there. Even a Yules comes in from Ryoya. I mean, all of this just to get a Grimstroke.
Yeah. Not great. Flea's probably pretty happy about that one. I mean, Lina ends up just getting completely blown up. She's got the BKB now, so she could pop this in a team fight. Ended up just completing it after she went down there. But for now, kind of useless. She just keeps getting blown up and gone on in these team fights. I mean, that's the #1 target for Brax and Flea this game, right? Is jumping this Lina on the back.
Absolutely.
But, my bad. I did make a mistake. I mixed up the combination of items for the Silver Edge.
Okay, yeah, I was like,
Mage Slayer I'm thinking of. You're not
like,
crazy, I'm crazy.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Chrysalis and
Yeah, you're absolutely
Shadowblade.
correct.
All right. So everyone is doing the old disassemble into Orchid BKB has been what people have been doing, which it seems like Sammy is still doing.
Yeah. Right now, Jericho. Wait,
Oh, they got baited. They thought it was real. Turns out it was not. And they will deward this immediately.
they want to take this fight.
I mean, Sacred's in, and if he finds Flea, it's really important, but still got to get more than just that. There's the epicenter on. Actually, didn't even channel the evidence, just to blink the Burrow Strike, holding Michael in place. He's got the shard. Brax has the shard. You can't run, Michael. Sven disarmed. Did commit God Strength for this. You got to be careful. Ryoya held in place. Nice split earth. Oh, Sven doesn't have BKB though. Just gonna get taken down. Can they actually Turn this fight around. It looks like a buyback in from the Wind Ranger. They're a little bit afraid of Brack's reinitiation. Sammy's still on low HP, though, as Roya just runs down that gyrocopter. Dude, look at the size of the sandstorm.
Yeah, this thing is massive. You take a team fight, there's no like just walking out of it. Oh, nice dodge there by Michael. Yeah, the size of the sandstorm is absolutely insane. That's an 800 radius. That is way too big. You get to walk around that thing freely and get a bunch of pulses of his epicenter off thanks to that shard. I think Michael's going to show himself down here, and Brax will catch him. No, Brax hits his sights on alone. If Michael can scout him out and get a shackle shot off on him.
His shard triggered. He knows there's someone there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Brax in trouble. Gets a sandstorm off. They don't have detection?
Oh.
All right, BKB down. He's going to bro strike Lumiere.
They could just... Is he going to ult?
He can just epi, can't he?
I don't think he's going to try.
All right, they got him.
Yeah, Lumiere would have lived through that one. He would have out-healed the damage that it was going to do if he just pressed attribute shift, so he didn't want to waste the cooldown. Sammy Boy, and he ended up making a lot of space there, though. I'll give him that. 1,500 XP, almost 1,000 gold for that kill into Brax and all these heroes here. He'll build himself an Aghanim or a Yule Scepter next. So. Looking to stall for a little bit of time in these team fights. Anytime that you're not getting gone, you have more time to throw out a second burrow strike.
Definitely just a good Yule's game, too.
Mm-hmm. Lena's going for a Daedalus, by the way.
Okay, so this is the good old gunner build.
Yeah. Some Gropo, so extra attack range makes it even more appealing. You get your auto attacks off of these heroes. I think you really do need to blow up this Sven before he can get on top of you. And just take these fights to max range.
Lee yoinks a haste rune, but a quick response there from Michael. All right, finding that kill.
Tango. He's working on his own Lotus Orb at the moment. Wind Ranger is actually working on one as well. They want to be able to reflect some of these single target stuns. Sven has one. They've got Orchid up. Grimstroke throws out the Phantom's Embrace. They've got Burrow Strike from the Sand King. Just lots of abilities to reflect this game with the Lotus Orbs. It becomes so much more difficult to take these fights if like some of these stuns are being thrown back onto your heroes as well.
Yeah.
I think Brax is really going to struggle with that. I think he's going for an Aeon disc right now on Brax. I don't think it's that good on Sand King anymore. I mean, the fact that the cooldown goes up every time they use it, up to 165 seconds now, I think it just triggers way too easily.
Yeah, I would kind of just prefer a BKB, honestly. If he wants to like get tanky, or he can just go for a Sange-based item himself, since Sange is super busted. Actually, they got rid of his HP regen talent, didn't they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go initiate onto the Wind Ranger in the backside. The evasion making Sammy look silly, but
until you're dead.
Yeah, you were silly for a moment, and then it's like, oh, my health. Mid lane tier 2 tower though, gonna be the next target here for the side of TeamTeam. Sammy's already committed to the BKB though, so it makes it really scary. It's like super sketchy going in for this.
Yeah. You're somewhat confident on Roya here though. You do have Yule Scepter, your Kai and Sand, so you can just...
They gotta find Alone. They don't actually. They get the gyro and will burst him down. Sammy, he's got to be the next one to show up here to the fight. He's got a Stormhammer, getting the double stuns in place. The Orchids come out as well. A lot of work coming in from this Grimstroke's ult. Now Alone, out of mana, has to back off, unable to finish off that Sven. Okay, they turn it around. Great soulbind from Flea there.
Yeah, actually gonna hold these heroes in place the duration of that fight. I mean, that's the entire logic why they picked this one immediately after they see the Pangolier picked up, right?
Yeah.
Just counter out this hero. Last team fight, I mean, Morphling ended up expending the entirety of his first BKB, trying to chase Slash out of the team fight, just wasn't able to get on top of him. This game, the Yule Scepter, the Kaya Sands, the Boots of Travel makes it too difficult for them to keep up with this guy and stay on top of him in these team fights. They don't have as much stuns as they did in the last game either. making it a little bit harder to blow up Arroyo.
Looks like IX Mike probably dead here. Yep, nice little power shot that's going to come through. Sammy trying his best to save him. Now needs to be careful though. Does have a BKB. He's going to be forced to pop it. Burrow strike off the mark. They didn't have another Stormhammer for a second or so, but he's going to turn it around. No, they leave. That was a psych.
The turn back around. Roshan, we got a longer respawn on this one. It's got another 2 minutes till it's up, so unfortunately, even though they managed to zone them away from the pit right now, they won't be able to find anything. And grouping up, they're gonna smoke. I think looking to just completely take over this triangle. If they can find a kill on the Sammy boy, it would be big.
No
Brax is
BKB.
here, though.
They're gonna get him.
Brax is not here. Brax says I'm out.
Yeah, there was no BKB on the Sven or Godstrength. They saw him use it all in the top lane, so a good opening there from Infamous to punish his positioning. No business being that deep in the lane without vision of the enemy team.
Yeah, it is going to be a big kill that turned things around. XP heavily jump back, or it'll jump a little bit back in your favor after that one. That being just a 10k lead down from like when it started to be like a 13, 14k one. And they'll find tier 3 neutral items as well. It's one more advantage that they'll have over them. Also, there's a DD beside the Roche pit here, and they're going to bottle this one up on Morphling. If they can chill around here for another minute.
Backside, they want to fight. Roya clearing the way of IX, Mike, Flea, all revealing themselves. However, there's still a smoked Sand King. They don't see it quite yet. Viper, Forstaff up to the high ground. Lumiere, he's the target they want to get. But they're not going to do it. They're just going to have to back out of the fight. They're going to lose all these heroes. Both supports, they're just dead.
They don't want to actually take this fight. They've got BKBs on several of these heroes. Well, they were still on cooldown, but without the Sven there, no physical damage. It's somewhat easier for them to kite out this Sand King. They don't have to worry about stunning up multiple heroes.
They also probably saw the DD on the Morphin was like, nope.
Yeah. He channeled up the epicenter and clicked him, I think, and was like, on second thought, I probably shouldn't. Roche won't respawn for another 9 seconds here, though. Michael is going to sit inside the pit until it's back up. DD has expired on the Morphling. They take it pretty fast with all this agility, but I think they'll be able to contest this one if Brax starts moving over towards the pit right now, and they're going to have to.
Yeah, Sammy's up too, so I think you have the potential for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're all going to realize that Roche is up, and we see the next big fight by this Radiant Triangle.
Oh, Blank Shackle onto the Viper. That should be another kill. Mike goes down, drops a sentry. And he will know of the ward now, obviously, after that.
Yep. Alone wants to go into the pit. I'm not sure the rest of the team is behind him yet. Yeah, Lumiere, it's all right, fine. We control the hill right now. Observer ward is
Blink
up.
Bro Strike, they caught the Pangolier. He's dead. Quick call there from Mr. Brax to just grab that kill. And now, without the Pango, you do not have Roche advantage. And Sammy's just gonna potentially walk in himself with this God Strength, blinks in. Doesn't see them and is like, yeah, do we start it, guys? Do we know? Smoke up from Infamous here on the oh, they scan it perfectly. Brax goes in. He gets the stuns. They go into this Morphling, but he gets the BKB. Trying to chop him down. It's going to be Sammy. Brax survives thanks to the Aeon Disc, but now you might need to back Lumiere as well. Alone out of the BKBs. They jump forward. Ryoya gets the stomp onto him. He's able to finish him off. And now Ryoya wanting to chase down Lumiere. There's a split earth available. Does he get it off in time? No, but the Orchid's there from Sammy. He can't morph back. Can they get the kill? They do. They able to finish him off, and they're going to continue the chase here as Ryoya can actually find this Wind Ranger, but that's going to be the opening for Roshan.
Orchid it up, and this build ended up being worth it. You end up morphing back there on the Morphling. You end up surviving in that team fight. There's no way that they take him down. End up being a super sick fight there. Itemizing so well there on Sammy Boy. I was a little bit afraid at the start of that team fight. Sammy Boy blinks in so certain that the enemy team is in Roche. And then his Blink Dagger's just on cooldown and doesn't have his God Strength is just running out, but
that scan
Brax,
might have won them the game. Like that's like one of those things where you're like, guys, they might just be on this cliff, and then they just scan and it's an immediate just beeline Inkswell the Sand King and blinks right up onto the high ground. Like that is a incredible call.
Yeah. And they had vision up. They had the vision advantage there on Infamous. And like, yeah, okay, we have like sentry wards down as well. We know that they can't see us up here. They don't know where our position is. But the scan there, like you said, the Inkswell followed up by that stun and then the epicenter. Completion of that Aeon disc as well, just allowing him to get out of that fight there on Brax. I think they would have won it regardless if he had gone down, but I think that team fight even worse for them. Now 13k net worth advantage here and a blast rig. Pass that over to Brax. Let's go. There it is. But, gonna need to recover from this one. And
honestly, I'd rather have Cloak of Flames on Brax than the Blast Rig. But maybe that disarm is just too good against the Lina and Morphling.
It is very powerful.
Stand for enemies. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It allows you to go in with like a lot less cares, and it gives you 8 armor too.
I was gonna say the armor is pretty nuts. It's a lot of armor.
300 damage instantly as well. Just feels good, man.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Can't get their hands on either here. Lena's gonna show in a second, I think.
The dire glyph is now active.
Never mind. Brax shows first, and so alone just opts to get out. Top lane.
Yeah, they do find the gyro. The vision is there. And there's gonna be a soulbind. All right, Sacred unable to do anything. Sammy grabs the gem and needs to get out of here now. In a lot of trouble. Sammy's just dead. Okay, the team not on the same page here. Ryoya now chasing down alone. The BKB spent. They miss both stuns. Now Sacred, well, he walks back into another, but losing a lot of his
Sacred might
mana.
be dead now. Oh, beautiful shackle from Michael.
That's really good. He does have the Aeon Disc. It is going to proc, and now they're looking to take down Pangolier here. Ryoya up on the high ground. Bro Strike comes back the other way, stunning both of them. Oh, that was such a sick combo. And now, looking to go for more here. Ryoya, though, out of mana, does have this Aegis. All right, that was so cool. They used the Lotus Orb to reposition him into a Split Earth.
Yeah. I'm not sure that was planned or not. I think that was just like a very quick reaction to them suddenly being on top of each other again. If that was planned, that was super sick, though. But now Team 14k net worth advantage here. I mean, they don't have Sammy Boy. They're not able to push these towers. It's kind of difficult because that. I don't want this to go into the ultra late game, though. Morphling, Wind Ranger, Lina, all super scary heroes if this ends up going on to, like...
Yeah, Sven just gets kited out, right? Like, he'll just buy a Scotty, or he has the Scotty, and then he'll have, like, the 2 waveform charges and all that stuff, and it's just too difficult to deal with.
Yeah. So, hopefully, before that happens, Sammy able to start pushing high ground. He's almost level 25. I imagine he'll get the extra God Strength damage. I don't know. It's hard to say. He hasn't gone for, like, he's not going for the Stormbolt build. Instead, he's going for the Swift Blink.
Oh, yeah. Gonna be able to take down the Gyrocopter there, and that's the gem. Okay. This thing is just volleyball, you know? Tossing it from one team to the other, I guess. See, I made another sports ball reference. See it in there?
I like it.
Am I doing better?
You are. Love sports ball. I'm sure the viewers do too. Sammy Boy's, sorry. Brax is almost level 25. I'm not sure which talent he's going to go. Probably the Sandstorm Blind, right?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That AoE is huge, and it's just an AoE slow and blind. Like, it is so good at doing with the Morphling. And speaking of Morphling, he's dead.
I don't even think he had to commit that epicenter, but he did, and now he's dead. 80 seconds, no buyback available. They could just walk high ground right now. It'd be a little bit difficult with Lina and Wind Ranger spamming out the waves. Yeah. I think they realize, yeah, this Morphling dev need to force his buyback or something, guys. Aegis does expire.
But Brax is up on the high ground. This man's got a heart and an Aeon Disc and a Blast Rig. Good luck. You are not taking this man down
He's got the
easily.
Sandstorm, by the way.
Huh?
Aeon Disc does Aeondis does pop, but he's got the Sandstorm down. He's 25.
Yeah. So pushing into this, it's
They
like,
have to walk into.
oh, Brax, the jukes. In comes Sammy, finds the Wind Ranger, the Bloodthorn for the True Strike. They get the kill. And now this big boy Sven's just chopping at your base. Top lane, they're gonna continue the push here, and without the Morphling, it's just so difficult. Oh, he just finds Lena. What a Chad play from Brax. Unreal, and on the backside, they find the Pangolier as well. Stunned up, they get themselves another, forcing the buyback on the Lena. All right, Brax is playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah. He's probably feeling himself. This Sand King build is so sick. This extra Sandstorm damage and AoE. You have to fight into a blind and a slow 40% in this big AoE. I mean, I don't know how you take these team fights at this point. The only time you can fight into it is with the BKB, and the AoE is just like too big to kind of kite around the enemy team and take the fight outside it. Like, it is so easy for them to grab the objectives from where they stand.
Yep, absolutely. And oh, there's
like
the
Monkey
Soul
King
Bind.
ultimate.
Everything jumping back out. Morphling does get the morph off. Lesh gonna be the next one to fall, but again, Sammy, he's got to get out of here. He stands his ground for a moment, does get the kill, but Brax, with this Sandstorm, he's got the Epi. He pops it, chasing after Michael, looking for Alone. Does he get the stun? He doesn't, but it's Ryoya with the buyback. As he pops them both, they get the kills. Michael hiding in the trees. Will TP out, but with Ryoya here, your base does not stand a chance. Those Edict explosions will make quick work. Oh. Oh. Neat. Very cool. He's trying to push him out of the sandstorm and it's not working. Oh no. No, that was 1,400 gold for some cool particles, I guess.
Hey, it did look very cool, but game 2, Team bring the Thunder. Sand King, he just looks way too good. Brax absolutely popped off this game, I gotta say.
Yeah, this
definitely
is
carrying his team from the position 3 role.
definitely Captain Brax owning here. This was well played.
Oh, Lumiere had a decent game on the Morphling as well. He ended up doing a lot of damage. Same goes for Alone. Did a great job of zoning Roya inside the lane. Definitely struggled to come online at the start. I mean, 10 minutes in, he's like, I don't know, almost, he's like 700 net worth up on this Leshrac at 10 minutes into the game. And Sammy Boy kind of struggled to come online, but the entire time, well, first like 15 minutes of the game, Brax just sitting at the top of the net worth. He did so well in the top lane, getting to sit there by himself, and it scaled into late super well with that AoE on the Sandstorm and whatnot. I definitely think that Sand King is one of the biggest winners in this patch.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, has to be. Like, that was such a cool. It's really cool to like see those talents like in use. Like, we haven't really like you theory craft all this stuff when you read through the patch notes, but you're like, all right, let's see how impactful it really is. But clearly, pretty sick. I thought the shard was getting to a point last patch where like you could actually justify getting the shard. But now it seems it's just that much better with like being able to keep people inside the sandstorm for that much longer, like being the massive AoE that it is, and you have the talents for the extra damage. Like, it's good. It seems really strong. I'm curious to see if they give this hero to Brax once again. But even Ryoya on the Leshrac had a great game as well. Like like you said, rebounded pretty well out of the lanes, did tons of damage. Yeah, really well played by Team just in general. And now we got a game 3, Neff.
We do, and I am excited for it. And what's better than this? First day on the new patch. Well, second day technically. Came out pretty late last night. We got 2 best of 3s going to 3 games, and in North and South America, which of course is the best Dota region here. Yeah. So I'm happy to be here, Ricky. I'm happy to see Team put up a fight. I want to see them bounce back, but Infamous is also one of my favorite SA teams, so I also kind of want to see them win.
Yep.
I need to pick a favorite, don't I?
No, you don't. Then, because if you do and they lose, then people will say, "Well, now look at Neph." You know,
he looks quite foolish now.
That being said, everyone, we're gonna throw to a quick break. We'll be back with our last game of the night here. Team Team versus Infamous, game number 3. We'll see you in a bit.